Parker Schnabel wrapped up Season 15 of Gold Rush with a staggering 6,837.04 ounces of gold worth over $18.3 million. It's a jaw-dropping total that showcases just how lucrative modern-day gold mining can be, especially for a young miner who has turned grit and determination into a multi-million-dollar operation. But behind every ounce of gold is a crew of hardworking individuals braving the elements and pushing themselves to the limit. And the question on many fans' minds is simple. How much of that fortune is shared with the team that helped unearth it? Although Gold Rush paints a dramatic picture of modern-day gold mining, the show also reveals the harsh and unforgiving conditions under which Parker Schnabel's crew operates. From 16-hour days in freezing weather to complex machinery failures, mining is far from glamorous. Despite this, it attracts a dedicated group of laborers, operators, and specialists. Each year, many of whom are eager to work under Schnabel's leadership, thanks to the promise of competitive pay and potential bonuses. Parker Schnabel is known for being direct and transparent, at least as much as television allows, about the costs, logistics, and payouts of his mining business. According to him, entry-level workers start at an hourly wage of $28, which already places them above the average wage in many blue-collar industries. However, that number only tells part of the story. Mining under Parker is no 9-to-5 job. Crews often work 75 hours per week, operating on a grueling schedule that includes long days, rotating night shifts, and minimal time off. The work is intense, but so is the pay. When factoring in time and a half for overtime, a worker pulling 75 hours per week can earn approximately $2,590 in gross income per week. Over the course of the 25-week mining season, this adds up to about $65,000 in gross income for a new hire before any bonuses or deductions. After taxes, that figure comes down to roughly $40,000 in net pay, though exact amounts vary depending on local tax rates and personal circumstances. And that's just the starting point. Parker notes that while $28 per hour is the starting wage, the median hourly wage for his crew is closer to $34. More experienced team members, especially those operating heavy machinery or holding supervisory positions, can command significantly more. That means some seasoned workers might end up making between $80,000 and $100,000 over the course of a single mining season. In addition to the base pay, the real draw for many crew members is the performance-based bonus system, which Parker describes as a major motivator for his team. While Parker doesn't disclose the exact structure of his bonus system, he emphasizes that bonuses can be significant, particularly for employees whose roles are closely tied to gold production. That includes excavator operators, wash plant managers, and foremen, those responsible for keeping operations efficient and productive. Although the exact calculation method is not public, many fans and insiders speculate that bonuses are tied to either total ounces or overall profit margins. Others suggest a sliding scale where the bonus increases based on team performance, adherence to safety, or individual productivity. However, not every crew member qualifies for these bonuses. Schnabel has clarified that certain roles, such as night shift rock truck drivers or entry-level laborers, may be compensated purely with hourly wages without any bonus incentives tied to gold output. This distinction often depends on the position's direct impact on production and overall profitability. Beyond salary and bonuses, Parker Schnabel's operation provides additional non-monetary benefits that enhance the total compensation package. All crew members receive free housing and meals while on site, which is especially valuable considering the high cost and logistical challenges of living in remote mining areas like the Yukon. These perks reduce out-of-pocket expenses significantly and make it easier for workers to save more of their earnings. They also contribute to a sense of community and shared purpose among crew members who often work and live together for weeks on end. Some reports claim that core team members on Parker's crew earn as much as $150,000 per season, though this figure may reflect Canadian dollars and refer to top-tier employees with critical responsibilities. If accurate, it underscores just how rewarding but demanding this line of work can be. Mining under Parker is often likened to cramming 18 months of work into 6 months. It's physically exhausting, mentally draining, and emotionally intense. But for those who stick it out, the rewards can be substantial. Then there's the other income stream, television appearances. Gold Rush, produced by Discovery Channel, is one of the most watched reality shows in its genre, and the cast is reportedly well compensated for their roles. Parker Schnabel, Tummy Beats, and Rick Ness are estimated to earn between $25,000 and $30,000 per episode, while supporting cast members often bring in $10,000 or more per episode. With a typical season running 20-plus episodes, this can amount to an additional $200,000 to $600,000 per season, depending on screen time and contractual terms. While this TV money adds a glamorous edge to the hard labor of gold mining, it's important to remember that these payouts are not equally distributed. Key figures and veteran cast members command higher salaries, while newcomers and background players may earn less. As the owner and operator of his mining business, Parker Schnabel shoulders the lion's share of the financial risk, but he also reaps the greatest rewards. With multiple seasons of Gold Rush, hundreds of thousands of ounces of gold mine, and an empire that continues to grow, Parker's annual earnings are estimated between $600,000 and $1 million. And that's just from gold mining. Additional income from sponsorships, guest appearances, merchandise, and television royalties further bolsters his financial success. At the end of the day, Parker Schnabel's crew isn't just chasing gold. They're chasing opportunity. The promise of fair pay, free housing, performance-based bonuses, and national exposure keeps workers returning to the Klondike each year. But make no mistake, it's not easy money. It's hard-earned cash forged from long hours, bitter cold, and back-breaking work. Whether they're driving rock trucks through the night or managing wash plant breakdowns under pressure, the men and women of Parker Schnabel's crew earn every dollar they take home. And with each successful season, Parker continues to prove that while gold may be hidden underground, the real treasure lies in the team that digs it up. While the exact income of Parker Schnabel's mining crew remains undisclosed, Gold Rush has consistently offered viewers valuable insight into the strength and stability of Parker's team. Over the years, familiar faces like Chris Dolet, Mitch Blash, and Tyson Lee have remained by Parker's side through thick and thin. Their continued presence across multiple seasons is a testament to the work environment Parker has fostered. One built not just on results, but on loyalty, mutual respect, and fair compensation. These enduring partnerships suggest more than just good pay. They reflect a well-managed operation where trust is earned and rewarded, and where hard work is met with opportunity for growth. Season after season, Parker's crew has not only stuck together, they've improved together. Their performance consistently reaches new heights, showcasing a professional culture centered on progress, resilience, and shared success. Parker Schnabel's journey as a mined boss has been marked by an unrelenting drive to push boundaries. His first major milestone came in 2018 during Season 9 of Gold Rush when he and his crew broke the single-season gold record with a haul of over 7,400 ounces valued at roughly $8.5 million. According to Looper, it was a season that began with uncertainty but ended in triumph, setting a new benchmark for the young miner. Remarkably, Parker wasn't content to rest on that achievement. The very next season, he amassed his most valuable gold haul to date, $10.8 million worth of gold. Although this amount surpassed the previous season in terms of financial return, it fell just short of breaking the 7,400-ounce volume record. But Parker's ambition never faltered. Even in the face of unprecedented global challenges brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic, Season 11 saw Parker and his crew dig up an incredible 7,500 ounces of gold worth an estimated $14 million. The achievement smashed both previous records and sparked a well-earned celebration. It wasn't just a victory in terms of gold. It was a triumph of perseverance and teamwork under immense pressure. The following seasons only reinforced Parker Schnabel's reputation as one of the most successful and driven miners in the Gold Rush franchise. Season 12 began under the weight of past achievements and the constant pressure to perform. The challenges were formidable from the very first episode, yet Parker and his crew pressed on. Against all odds, they wrapped the season with a staggering 839.75 of gold, once again setting a new personal record. In Season 13, the streak continued. Parker ended the year with 8,118 ounces, just shy of his previous season's record, but still a remarkable feat. These back-to-back high-yield seasons helped him reach a truly rare milestone in the gold mining industry, surpassing 50,000 ounces of gold mined over the course of his career. Even more astonishing is that Parker reached this achievement at just 28 years old. This relentless pace of success, driven by calculated risks and unwavering determination, has placed Parker Schnabel in a league of his own. His accomplishments have not only solidified his reputation as a savvy mine boss, but also positioned him as a generational figure in modern gold mining. He's no longer just a breakout star from a reality TV show. He's an industry leader in his own right. Despite the impressive numbers and record-breaking seasons, Parker has never sugarcoated the brutal nature of his business. Gold mining remains a high-risk venture, both financially and physically. As he once explained to fans, the operation is unpredictable. Sometimes you have a week that's nothing short of amazing, but the opposite is also true. Success in gold mining is measured not just in ounces, but in weeks of toil, breakdowns, weather delays, and sheer luck. While fans might envision gold nuggets tumbling out of the earth, the truth is far less cinematic. The gold comes in tiny particles spread thinly across massive areas of land. On a good week, the crew might find a high concentration of gold in a particular cut. On a bad week, the payoff can be painfully minimal despite enormous effort. There aren't too many businesses like this, Parker once noted. That statement rings true in every episode. The stakes are high, the costs are enormous, and the returns, though potentially lucrative, are never guaranteed. It's this volatile environment that makes the consistency and unity of Parker's crew even more impressive. The ongoing success of Parker Schnabel's operation isn't just a product of good equipment or strong financial backing. It's the result of a carefully built team that trusts each other and believes in the vision. The continued presence of veteran crew members speaks volumes about the working conditions Parker provides. From fair wages and significant bonuses to free housing and a shared sense of purpose. Together, they've turned uncertainty into opportunity and the rugged terrain of the Klondike into a gold mine. Literally and figuratively, their journey is more than just a televised hunt for treasure. It's a story of grit, loyalty, and human tenacity. As Gold Rush continues to captivate millions around the world, one thing is certain. Whether the season ends with 6,000 ounces or 8,000, Parker Schnabel and his crew will keep digging, keep striving, and keep redefining what success looks like in one of the world's toughest industries. Parker Schnabel falls short of Season 15 goal, but still strikes his richest year yet. For the first time in his 14-year gold mining career, Parker Schnabel did not meet his season goal, but that doesn't mean his crew is walking away disappointed. In fact, given the skyrocketing price of gold, season 15 still ended as Parker Schnabel's most profitable season ever, even if the ounce count didn't hit its target. While goals were missed, spirits likely remain high. After all, attractive rewards still await Parker's crew. Despite the grueling conditions and setbacks, their efforts delivered impressive results both in ounces and in dollars. And with gold prices soaring, the value of what they did recover has softened the blow of missing their target. This season saw Parker take one of the boldest risks of his career. Almost immediately, problems emerged. Frozen ground, failing equipment, and stretched manpower plagued the site. It became clear early on that the initial goal of 10,000 ounces was no longer realistic. In response, Parker revised the season's target to 8,000 ounces, shifting operations toward newly acquired ground at Gold Run, which offered a glimmer of hope as the season neared its end. But even with a final push in contributions from 3 wash plants, Bob, Roxon, and the old-school rock gobbler, the team couldn't close the gap. Their final tally, 749.020 from Gold Run, boosting the season's total to 6,837.040. Though shy of the revised goal, this haul was valued at over $18.3 million, making it the most lucrative season Parker Schnabel has ever had in terms of gross revenue. While Parker's crew may not have hit their internal target, they outmanned every other team on Gold Rush. Tony Beats and his crew, Parker's longtime rivals, ended their season with 5,777.12 ounces. A strong finish, but still over 0.000 ounces short of Parker's total. From a pure numbers standpoint, Parker Schnabel still reigns supreme in season 15. Yet, true to his ambitious nature, Parker didn't see it that way. For him, goals are meant to be met, and anything less than that is a disappointment. This was a failure, he stated bluntly after the final weigh-in. Despite achieving more than anyone else and setting a new personal record for dollar value mined, Parker held himself and his team to a higher standard. That mindset, never being satisfied with good enough, has defined his entire career. In the season's closing moments, Parker didn't shy away from expressing his frustration. His candid assessment of the season wasn't just about ounces. It was about pride, performance, and expectations. "I don't like this feeling. I don't like being a loser," Parker declared. "It will never happen again." That mission statement sets the tone for season 16. With new ground, renewed focus, and lessons learned from the hardships of Dominion Creek, Parker Schnabel is more motivated than ever. If history is any indication, fans can expect a fierce comeback from one of gold mining's most relentless leaders. Despite the outcome, Parker's crew delivered a monumental effort. Working in harsh terrain, under constant mechanical stress and weather delays, they showed the kind of resilience and skill that defines top-tier mining professionals. And while Parker may see the season as a missed mark, his team still reaped the benefits of a wildly profitable run, one that will likely result in strong bonuses, stable pay, and the continued loyalty that Parker has earned from his crew over the years. Season May 15th have fallen short in ounces, but in every other way, it was a gold-plated reminder of what makes Parker Schnabel and his crew so formidable. What is Parker Schnabel's net worth? In the competitive world of gold mining, few names stand out like Parker Schnabel. From his early beginnings at his grandfather's mine in Hannes, Alaska, to becoming a reality TV star and successful entrepreneur, Parker has built a reputation as one of the most hardworking and determined figures in the industry. His efforts have paid off, literally. As of today, Parker Schnabel's net worth is estimated to be around $15 million, a fortune built not only through the gold he mines, but also from his ever-growing media presence. Born on July 22, 1994 in Hannes, Alaska, Parker Russell Schnabel was practically raised on a mine site. His parents, Roger and Nancy Schnabel, watched as their son gravitated toward the family business from an incredibly young age. By the time Parker was just 5 years old, he was already exploring the intricacies of gold mining under the guidance of his grandfather, John Schnabel, the founder of the Big Nugget Mine. As Parker grew, so did his responsibilities. He was operating heavy equipment by the time most kids were in elementary school, and by age 17, he was effectively running the Big Nugget Mine under Jay's watchful eye. But Parker's ambitions extended beyond his family's operation. He wanted to carve out his own path in the unforgiving world of mining. At 18 years old, Parker took a major risk. He moved to the Klondike region of the Yukon and leased land from none other than Tony Beets, one of the most established and respected miners in the industry. That bold decision marked a turning point in his career. Without relying on his family's backing, Parker began managing his own crew and operations. Facing both the brutal realities of mining and the pressure to succeed on his own terms, his relentless work ethic, business savvy, and strong leadership quickly gained attention not just in the mining world, but also from producers at Discovery Channel and Raw TV. It wasn't long before he became a central figure on the hit reality series Gold Rush, which catapulted him into international recognition. Parker Schnabel's wealth is not solely tied to the gold he pulls from the earth. As a lead cast member on Gold Rush, he earns a substantial income from his appearances on the show. He's also the star of the successful spin-off series Gold Rush Parker's Trail, which follows his adventures and challenges across remote regions around the world, from the jungle of Guyana to the rugged terrain of Papua New Guinea and beyond. With his increased fame came more business opportunities. Parker founded his own mining company, Little Flake Mining, which has given him access to prime claims, including Dominion Creek and Australia Creek. His growing enterprise now includes advanced machinery, a skilled crew, and strategic investments, all helping to solidify his position as one of the youngest and most successful gold miners of his generation. Parker's $15 million net worth is impressive by any measure, but it's even more remarkable when viewed through the lens of where he started. His wealth didn't come from inheritance or luck. It came from years of hands-on experience, sleepless nights, strategic decisions, and the type of hard labor that most people only ever see on screen. He continues to honor the values instilled in him by his grandfather, John Schnabel, who passed away in 2016. Parker frequently credits John for teaching him the discipline, focus, and humility that have guided his journey. Today, Parker Schnabel is only in his early 30s, yet he has already surpassed many of his peers in both gold mine and business success. He's broken multiple gold rush records, mined tens of thousands of ounces of gold, and built a global fan base. But for Parker, the journey is far from over. With each new season, he continues to challenge himself and his team to dig deeper, work smarter, and reach higher goals. As he once said, "I don't like being a loser." That will never happen again. Whether on the mining site or on camera, Parker Schnabel's story is still being written. And if the past decade is any indication, the chapters ahead promise even greater achievements and a net worth that's likely to climb even.